Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of An Invisible Client by Victor Methos, performed by Alexander Cendese. Justice will not come until those who are not injured are as outraged as those who are. Solon, 560 BC. 1. Food manufacturers have a formula to determine whether we should live or die. I sat at the plaintiff's table inside a courtroom at the Utah County District Court in Spanish Fork, Utah. A vice president from Bethany Chicken was on the stand, testifying. I stared at him, wondering what he'd thought when he first heard the formula. Was he shocked? Did he try to fight it? Was he apathetic? At some point, he decided to succumb. He may have been a good man before that, a family man, a God-fearing Christian man, a charitable man. One decision changed that. He became worse than any drug dealer or pimp my firm had ever defended. The formula was simple. It was based on one that a judge named Learned Hand, his actual given name, had written in a legal opinion, probably unaware what the implications were. The food industry had run with it. Defects in food, bacterial infections, rot, mold, cross-contamination with allergens, exposure to toxic substances, and everything else that could go wrong, were discovered by manufacturers long before the general public knew. The manufacturer then had a decision to make. Do we recall the food or not? Actuaries worked out death tables that predicted how many people would die or become ill because of the defect. They could determine how much money the average person who bought the product earned per year, that person's earning capacity. Adding up the earning capacity of everyone who could potentially die or get sick because of the defect gave them an estimate of how much settlements would cost. Under the law, a consumer's value equaled the amount of money that person could have earned in a lifetime had he or she lived. If the calculation of damages in all the wrongful death lawsuits was greater than the cost of a recall, the manufacturer would recall the product. If the settlements would cost the company less than the recall, then they just ignored the defect. Damages greater than profit equals recall. Every bite of food we eat is like rolling a pair of dice. At some point,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?